Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Frank Sessions. Welcome back to the video of Amazing Day. If you obviously like the video down below, it really helps me a lot. I fucked that up. I didn't say button right, but it's okay. We're gonna keep going because I like it like that. Anyway, I hope you're all having an amazing day. Today, I told you guys in a video, I think last week, about I don't think it was last week. I think it was week before last. About me doing a video on my story that I got first place on. Pretty much explaining to you guys what the story was about, not necessarily reading through it, but going through the plot and basically what happened in the story, so you guys can get an understanding of what I wrote about to even achieve this bad boy right here. Yeah, your boy's an author. Hell yeah. So yeah, and that's my handwriting. That's me. I wrote that shit. That shit ugly as hell. You guys couldn't even see it. It was so ugly. So yeah. I guess we're gonna hop into it. Okay, now before we get into it, I need to explain some things to you guys. Okay, my English teacher thinks that I am a very well writer, that she thinks that I'm a very good writer, she thinks I could go on to even be a legitimate author in the future. And with that being said, part of how I come up with ideas for my stories or whatever it may be, sometimes I'll take aspects of my normal life or take an event that has just recently happened in my life, and maybe I'll just be thinking about it just in a random area, like maybe on the bus going to school or whatever it may be, and I'll just be thinking about it, and I'll be thinking about it, and I'll just be so lost in thought that I'll just come up with some crazy dramatic shit to happen in the event that didn't really happen. Like, it's just some, like, say, I don't know, say a birthday party goes wrong or some shit. You know what I mean? And it really didn't. It was just a cool birthday party. But in my mind, I made it to where like some ninjas came and screwed some shit up or something like that. You know what I mean? Just some creative, just adding creative flavor to realistic events that have recently happened to me. So that's kind of what I did with this story in a bit. So as you can see here, well, you guys probably can't see it, but whatever. Up here, this is the first page. It starts out with me talking about my story. It's kind of like in a narrative form, where it's kind of like me writing from my perspective in the future about these past events. So up until a few years ago, my dad cheated on my mom, and 2 years passed after that, and after a while, my sister moved out, and me and my mom moved in with my sister to where I am now, and that is kind of pretty much what's explaining in this passage. Now, for a little secret that I need to fill you guys in on, my story deals with selling marijuana. That is pretty much the main objective for the main character in my story. Now, the reason for that being is because I don't smoke weed. Well, I'm not going to say I don't smoke weed. I do smoke weed every now and then. But I am around weed a lot with my friends. A lot of my friends smoke weed. I mean, come on, we're teenagers. Teenagers smoke weed. I mean, that's just the thing to do. Weed, cigarettes, they do that thing. I don't smoke cigarettes. Cigarettes are fucking gross. Fuck cigarettes. Don't ever smoke cigarettes, guys. They're very bad for you. But I smoke weed every now and then. Weed's not that easy, not that hard to understand. It's very easy. It's not that hard at all. So I was able to include weed facts into this story, like things about the numbers, like weighing it up and on a scale or whatever it is, because I've seen these things. My friends do these things. I have seen what this thing looks like. I know how the thing works. I know how to do these things because it's very easy. It's not that hard at all. So with that being said, that's kind of where this first story up here, this first part up here takes place. It talks about how I got to where I am now, how I just moved into a new place, how I'm trying to get settled, and how I'm trying to work on getting money for my family so I can start helping to provide for my family, because in the story we are struggling financially. I'm not necessarily struggling financially in real life, but I am in the story. I think that's pretty much just said up here. And then my Uncle Tom coming along. Okay, now my Uncle Tom is sort of kind of a reference to my Uncle Adrian. He's just a my Mexican uncle. That's pretty much all he is. That's just kind of who he is in this passes is who Tom relates to, and I just got the Tom name from Tom Finnegan, Tom Casil on YouTube. Yeah, he's Spanish. Just because I'm Spanish, I decided to go ahead and make them all Spanish because I'm a Spanish man. Or I'm a Mexican, whatever the fuck you want to fucking call me. All right. Uncle Tom. I talked to Uncle Tom before we moved. I tell him about me wanting to start selling weed so I can make money because at the point in time that I am at the age that I am in this story, I am not that old enough to get a job. I'm only like 14, 15 in like freshman year of high school. So I do need to find a way so I can make money because I'm tired of being broke and I'm tired of my family being fucked up and broke. So that's kind of what this beginning part is talking about. Now, down here in the bottom part, this second page here is where I establish the connection between me and my uncle, with my uncle being the higher up, I guess, in a sense, to me in the story. Now, by the way, the main character of this story is Lucas. I'm gonna start calling everybody by name. Lucas is the main character of the story. He is me, I guess. You know, and there's Uncle Tom. Lucas talks to Uncle Tom about getting into the game, whatever. This is pretty much what this is. This is introducing. I can't English today. I'm sorry. Introducing the fact of of Lucas wanting to start selling marijuana, and Tom, he's going to help him. So in this one up here, this is the third page. He goes on. It's the next day, or a couple days later, after they moved in or whatever, and after they've had their talk about wanting to get in the game. He said he comes back and he tells them. He shows them how everything works, and pretty much goes into detail and gives him some weed, like on the front. So after he sells it, he can pay him back after he sells it. He's gonna sell it. He's gonna give him more or whatever. Provide him for what he needs. He gave him a scale so he could weigh up all the weed. He helped him understand the numbers and how to sell things by the right numbers and whatnot, and how to fuck people and how to not fuck people, the right people to fuck, the wrong people to fuck, who to fuck with, not to fuck with. I mean, it's an illegal game. You gotta do things like that. I mean, if you're gonna get in the game, these are things that you gotta know. I mean, it's simple, it's obvious, it's simple. So I had to make it clear that Uncle Tom was protective of his nephew. In this one here, at this point here, this is page 4. We are already in the game by quite a bit by now. We are in the game. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I don't think. Okay, yeah, by this point, okay, yeah, I start doing good. I start getting more money. My grades are good. I think a year or so has gone by. Got a good GPA. I'm looking at scholarships and whatnot. That's what's going on in this page. My mom wants me to get a new job. Let's see here. Okay, so this is where things start to get crazy, guys. We're doing good. It's a couple years go by. I'm already in my senior year of high school. In this page, I'm starting to look at scholarships. I need to get a new job. I'm about to get out the game. I'm about to stop selling weed because I need to do something with my life because I'm finally at that age. And I'm actually doing good for my life. I've got money saved up. I've helped my parents a lot, actually. Or I've helped my mom a lot, actually, with the rent and whatnot. I've got money saved back. I've been able to buy things for myself, been able to buy things for others and whatnot and all that good stuff just by selling weed. So that's what's pretty much what this page and this page is explaining. And in the bottom part of this page, it goes on to explain how I want my final run. Okay, everyone knows what that final run is. The final big run, the big finale of drug deals or whatever it may, any illegal activity. There's normally always a final action event type thing that they'll do. That's pretty much what this goes on to explain. I never ever get up to a pound. have never ever sold a pound in this story. Lucas doesn't get up to a pound in this story at all. So that's what he's going to aim for as his final achievement: getting a pound and pretty much just flipping the whole pound and making all the money off of it. Because pounds cost a lot, if I'm not mistaken. And then we go on to the back, to the last 2 pages. This is the final. Is where everything really starts to crack down. My Uncle Tom, Lucas's Uncle Tom, takes him to to an area that he's never been before to get a pound of marijuana in a dangerous place that he's never been before, and he's in a location that took him a long time to get there, so he doesn't really have good remembrance of how he got there, so he doesn't know how he's going to get back really. So he's in an unknown area with his uncle, and he's about to go get some weed. He's got a lot of money on him. He's got like around $1,500. $1,500 on him. $1,500 to $1,800 on him right now. They go in to this trap house looking area, and they walk in. His uncle walks in first. He goes in. He says, "Lucas, come back here." He comes back. He talks. He doesn't do anything. They're just standing there for a second. And as a way to express the fact that he's not nervous, Lucas turns around, just kind of look down the hallway, just in a way to show that he's not nervous, just to kind of like make it look natural or whatever. And in the mix of him doing that, by the time that he looks back, there's a man. When he walked into the room, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. When he walks into the room, there's a man sitting in the far corner, facing them with a pound of weed sitting in the floor, in a chair with a mask on, weed in the floor, across the room, and we're just sitting there staring at him. Now, Lucas looks back nonchalantly, trying to make everything look legit. Looks back, comes back this way, and by this time, he sees his Uncle Tom reach behind his back, pull out what looks like a gun. He doesn't necessarily. I don't think I ever specify if it was actually a gun or not, and shoots the man in the chair, killing him. Then, before he can react, he turns around and shoots Lucas twice, missing with one bullet, hitting him with the second. Shooting him twice, putting him down, putting him out, and he wakes up in the hospital. Going on into the bottom part of this page, which is the final page, he goes on to figure out what really happened after he passed out. He pretty much blacks out, and his uncle, Lucas's uncle, pretty much takes the weed, hides it, I think, and then just keeps the money. And the way it looks and the way everything is set up at the end, it makes everything look like it's all done on his Uncle Tom. Like, it doesn't look like any of the blame is Lucas's. It looks like it's all on top of Uncle Tom. So that way, Lucas was able to escape freely and be able to go on and continue his life, which he did. He went on to go to college. He's already Lucas, I think he's in his junior year of high school, and he's writing this story about his life because for an essay in college, and he's going to college for programming at LSU, which is his dream college. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much the story of how I won first place. The story that got me first place. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry that took so long. I didn't mean for it to take that long. I really hope you guys did enjoy it, because I really did work hard in this story. It really took me such a lot. I really put my heart and soul in this story, because I do like writing. Writing is fun. Writing is a good thing for me to do. I do enjoy writing, so I had a blast making that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one.